And now for one of the most interesting aspects of Breakfast Central, it's time for sports. And we're joined this morning by the ever-dazzling Onyeo Barrow. Good morning.
Good morning, Ursa. Good morning, Olive. Yes, in the world of sport, exciting news. The Women's African Cup of Nations rest day 1 and 2 for the quarterfinals. But we have something interesting to talk about in the world of sport, and that should be handball. So the 25th edition of the African Men's Championship, originally planned to be organized for January 2022, kicked off in Egypt on Monday, the 11th, and will run through to 18th of July 2022. Now, the event serves as a qualifier for the 28th IHF Men's World Championship in Poland and Sweden. Egypt, the reigning champions, are favorites due to their host status and also after capping off an impressive 2021 season, where they finished 5th at the IHF Men's World Championship, but also 4th at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. Nigeria began their 2022 African Men's Handball Senior Championship with a 30-18 defeat to Tunisia. So the Golden Arrows stood toe-to-toe against the record African champion to play an exciting handball in the first half, which ended 14-13 to the delight of the fans. But then Nigeria dropped the magic the first half and made its so many mistakes, several mistakes and turnovers in the second half, which ensured that the Tunisians punished them with an emphatic 30-18 victory. Now, to keep us abreast with what's really happening and why we're having the poor showing at the Handball African Cup of Nations, the handball, is supposed to be the media officer of the side. But let's see the results coming in from there. Of course, the results of other matches played away from Nigeria, who lost 30-18. We have Angola against Zambia, who they won 53-24 against Zambia. Tunisia did beat Nigeria, the Golden Arrows, 30-18. Guinea, of course, dominated Gabon 35-22, and DR Congo, they had a 31-26 victory against Senegal, while Egypt, the host nation and also the defending champions over there, they've got 40-17 against Cameroon. Yes, we have connecting via phone the media officer of the Nigerian Handball Federation, Cosmos Chukwuemeka. Hello, Cosmos. Are you with us?
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Cosmos. All right, the Nigerian Golden Arrows did start off their championship with a loss against the Tunisians, 30-18. That's a huge margin. So what really happened? Where did they go wrong with the game against Tunisia?
Well, after the match, I was speaking with the coach of the side, Rafi Salami, and of course, we saw it on television and visualized. And the Golden Arrows started very excitingly in first half. Now, we knew the pedigree of Tunisia. Tunisia has always been in the final of this championship since 1992, save for the 2000 edition, that's the 2000 edition. They have won 10 titles. They are the record winners of the African championship. And, it was also very important that Nigeria, as much as possible, tried to ensure that, they take their chances, less turnovers and all that. And it was a good game plan. They started the first half like a house of fire, but since Tunisia were winning, they won with one goal. Now, well, of course, there was an expectation that Nigeria would lose, but we felt that, okay, if we can breach it, to make it a minimal result, at least it would have been an improvement. Then the second half, Nigeria had a lot of turnovers, made a lot of mistakes, had a lot of turnovers, did not take their 7 meters, made a mess of their 9 meters, and, as the coach said, at some point they started playing catch-up, and of course they now started playing not to lose instead of to play to win. Because And of course, their height was another disadvantage, but these players are fast, really fast. So instead of using their pace, they could not defend very well. The blocks were really, really horrendous. And, that second half was a different ball game entirely.
Okay.
So in the game of handball, each half are very important, you understand? So, we thought it was going to be the same momentum in the first half and the second half, but then it didn't happen like that.
Okay. Okay, Cosmos, just hold your thoughts there. We have the coach of the side, that's Coach Rafiu Salami, joining us via Zoom all the way from Egypt, where the competition is ongoing. Good morning, Coach. Thank you for joining us on Breakfast Sport. All right, Coach, you lost your first game against Tunisia for the African Cup of Nations, the Handball Men's Championship. Of course, having to lose this game, what is the plan right now going into your other game? You get to face Cape Verde. So what's the plan going into your other game? What are the positives you've been able to pick out of that game from Tunisia?
The positive for Tunisia, it was the first time we played instruction, and tactically we had a very good match. Eventually, I think Tunisia understands that we are very, very much inexperienced team. They are putting more pressure on the boys for the ball, and eventually we went out of the game completely. Like I said yesterday to journalists, I said the problem is not even we lose. But the way we lost was what I don't expect anyway. It has happened anyway. We can't go back to that. This morning we had a video session with them. The Cape Verdean team, how they play, they're very, very good side. I won't say they're a very good side. Physically not as big, as strong as Tunisia, but they're very, very good side. So we worked on something this morning on the video. And later the day we'll go and try and put it in place at the pitch. Eventually, what I always tell them, I told them this morning is, if we can play 15 minutes, we will play 30 minutes yesterday, we get through. Okay, we'll see what we can do.
So what are your strategies going into that game against Cape Verde? You play Cape Verde, who made it to the championship, the International Handball Federation World's Men Handball Championship in 2021. Do you think your team can stand a chance against this experienced side?
You see, the thing is, eventually, we know we come here as underdog. We're not lucky to be in the very top group. But what can we say? I keep saying, we showcase ourselves, we keep all the best we can. I know it's going to be tough, but nothing is impossible. Nobody expected us to hold the Tunisians yesterday for 30 minutes to watch what they played. If we can play 15 minutes like this against there's someone else behind me. If we can play the Cape Verdean, we will play Tunisia for 15 minutes, I'm sure we'll get through. 15 minutes is not to get over because the way we play the 30 minutes, we can 15 minutes like that. I'm sure we'll get through. So we put something in place. I'm not going to expose it here. We'll see what we put in place. I hope it works out the way we plan it anyway.
Okay, the last time Nigeria qualified for the World Championship, Coach, was in 1999, and you were also a player at that time. So how confident are you that your changes made in the team would book us sports to the championship for 2023 in Poland?
Honestly, I'm not happy to be referring to what we have done about almost like something years ago. It's unfortunate. But what my experience as a player, I exposed it to them, what we did to make us qualify. And my experience as a coach, I'm not to implement on them and tell them what it takes to get there. I know it takes time. We know the country I come from, Nigeria, but impatient. Like I said, it's a very, very young team. Eventually, on the 18, on the 21, on the 18 and 20, some whichever put a place, they're coming up to take us. But I know eventually with the good work, we'll get there one day. This time we're trying to, we don't take our chance, our team can get there. I don't know, but it depends on how fast we want to play this game. To be sure we take second half for us to beat Cape Verde. So wait for the result of Cape Verde to next year. But we do with them, we do all we can to see us through anyway.
All right, we'll wait and see what the Nigerian Golden Arrows will bring to the table today against Cape Verde. Thank you, Coach, and I do wish your team all the best. But let's get an insight from the media officer, Cosmos. Cosmos, so what would be your prediction today? Nigeria go against Cape Verde. You are the media officer, so let's see what you're going to bring, telling us today what they can bring to the table.
Well, it's really going to be tough. Of course, just said the coach what he said, how challenging it is. But despite that all, I do hope that this Nigeria side are able to nick it, because a win today will determine if Nigeria gets to the quarterfinal and get an opportunity to fight for a ticket to the World Championship. It's possible, but it is actually very possible, really, really possible. I mean, we've seen a lot in sport like that, where underdogs, try as much as possible to come back and ensure that they get the needed tickets to the World Championship or the World Cup. So I am hoping Nigeria wins today. I'm hoping the boys learn from the mistake. They're experienced players. Many of them play for Nigeria's top flight league team, and some of them are in Europe. In fact, one of them, Farouk Yusuf, actually played in the Champions League just some weeks ago against Barcelona. You understand? and and he's a senior winner. First Nigerian to play the Champions League. So
okay.
I feel that we should be able to hold our own. I feel that if all our chances, we reduce all the turnovers, Nigeria should be able to get a win today.
All right. Thank you, Cosmos, Media Officer of the Nigerian Handball Federation. And thank you, Coach Rafiu Salami, for joining us today on Break for Sport.
Thank you very much.
All right, we wish the Nigerian team all the best, but there are other African teams making their showing. So let's see today who we expect to be making their showing at the AFCON today. Guinea will go against Algeria, Gabon against Kenya, Cameroon against Morocco, Cape Verde against Nigeria, Zambia against DR Congo, and Senegal against Angola. That is a sport update at this time. Osa, Olive, all right, this is where I hand over to you both.
You've done a great job. Thank you, Onye. Thank you, Cosmos, and thank you, Rafiu, for giving us sports update. But let's have a quick recap of the past hour this morning on Breakfast Central.